Close your eyes now, let the world drift gently away. Feel the weight of the day melt from your shoulders. Let your breath slow. Inhale, deeply and softly. Exhale, and release everything. You are safe. You are warm. You are here now. Allow your body to rest, and let your imagination rise, like a feather caught in a slow wind. Our story tonight begins in a time far, far away. Narration begins, soft, rhythmic, ASMR tone. Our story begins at twilight, in a kingdom whose name has long since faded from maps, where the moon glowed silver and the winds hummed forgotten tunes. A wandering bard made his way across the worn paths of the western wood. His name was Elian, and his heart was filled with songs not yet sung, verses that lived in the quiet hush between night and day. Elian wore a cloak the color of midnight velvet, its hem dusted with the petals of every forest he had walked through. His boots were old and well-worn, each step echoing tales of distant cities and whispered campfire ballads. He carried no sword, only a satchel full of parchment, a bottle of ink as dark as raven feathers, and across his back a wooden lyre, simple, plain, but well-loved. But that night, that gentle wind-softened evening beneath a lavender sky, Elian was about to trade his lyre for something wondrous, something forgotten by time, something crafted from moonlight and silver. He walked alone, save for the hush of the leaves. The forest around him was neither dark nor threatening. It was old and peaceful, like a grandmother's lullaby. Every tree stood still as though listening, every fern curled as though in prayer, and in the distance, far beyond the soft rustle of forest wind, he heard a note. One note, hung in the air like a sigh of silk, not high, not low, just perfect, as though it had always existed and had simply waited to be heard. Elian paused, held his breath, and listened. There it was again, a tone, long and lingering, a harmony that whispered to the bones and soul. He followed it. Between the trees stood a ruined stone arch, half swallowed by ivy and moss. Beneath the arch shimmered moonlight on a clear pool of water, and there, resting atop a rock like a swan on still water, was the lyre, but not just any lyre. Its frame was forged from pale silver, cool to the eye, and in its center was set a stone of soft, bluish light, a moonstone, glowing as if holding the last breath of twilight. The strings seemed to hum with magic, though no fingers touched them. Elian stepped forward, not with haste, but reverence. He bowed his head, not to take, but to ask. "May I?" he whispered to the wind, and the forest said nothing, but did not stop him. He reached out. His fingers, calloused from years of travel, brushed the strings. The sound that followed was not merely music. It was memory. It was midnight rain on a cottage roof. It was the warmth of a hand you miss. It was the first word ever sung by a child. It filled the air around him, as though the night had exhaled. Elian sat by the pool and began to play.